people. Welcome to Spilled Milk, where there's no point crying over spilled milk. Why? Because we weren't going to drink it anyway. This is my best friend Tosh, and today we are doing a best friend tag. So, let's get right on into it. I guess we should do like the part of how we met and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Alright. So we met...
Isn't that part of the questions?
No. I mean, it could be, but it's like a foundational question we could just like get out right now.
Okay.
Alright. So we met in high school. You play track, but you run track. Okay. Yeah. Running track.
Technicalities.
Yeah, so we were running track. I think I was like 16 when you met.
Yeah. This is year 11, right?
You know
the end of year 11. No, this is year 12.
No, we're in year 11.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Clearly we don't know how long we've been friends.
We've been friends for like 12 or 13 years. I'm not really sure at this point. We've been best friends for like 11 and a half. Yeah. We're going to go with that. It's over 10. We know we're over 10. That's all that really matters. So yeah, we met running track in high school. We were friends for like that year, came back the next summer, and we're just magically best friends. Like that is literally what happened. With no explanation of how that happened. But here we are. 10, 11, 12, 15, 17 years later. So
sometime.
Something like that.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Over a decade or so. So yeah, that's how we met, how long we've been friends. I think that's all the foundational information. So I don't know. Alright, we pulled random questions from the internet. We're just going to randomly answer them. They are categorized into like thoughtful, fun, to get to know them better, personal, and that's it. So you pick a category, I'll pick a question, then we can switch off.
Let's start with get to know them better.
Okay. What's a food combination that you enjoy that others might find weird?
Pineapple on pizza.
That is a very controversial opinion that I do not share.
Can't win them all.
Mine, I don't think, people find it weird, I don't know why. Mine is like fries and mayo. I think it's a pretty common thing though. But Nando's has peronaise, and they sell it as a thing.
But is it just mayonnaise?
It's like with their spices. Whatever spices on their fries, they put in the mayo too.
So it's seasoned mayonnaise.
Does that make a difference?
Yes.
Why?
The same reason that seasoned and unseasoned chicken make a difference.
No, because mayo, you can just use mayo.
Mayo doesn't even have a taste.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Do you eat Miracle Whip or mayo?
I don't eat either.
Okay, that explains quite a bit. Okay, here, it's your turn.
It's a disgrace.
What, mayo?
Mayo is not, it's disgusting.
Why?
It doesn't taste like anything. I would rather have like, I will do mayo and ketchup.
Okay, that's a
with
popular
fries.
combination.
That is the extent that I would go with mayonnaise.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, there you go. She finds it weird. I love it. Fries and mayo is one of my favorite things. It's so good. Your turn. Okay. I'm going to pick the fun category.
Okay. I'm going to go with the one I like in this section. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Anthony and I talked about this, my brother. And it's hard. My first instinct is to fly, because I love being in the air, but I'm really terrified of falling because I cannot fly, so ergo I would die. But I would love to fly. If not flying, so I'm going to answer this more than once, it would be, frick, what was it going to be? I think teleportation?
Why?
It was teleportation. What was it? It was flying. Flying for sure is number one. I think it would actually be telekinesis. Because there have been a lot of times lately where I'm like, I really want whatever's on that counter over there, but I don't want to get up. And telekinesis would be helpful for that.
That's very interesting.
What?
It sounds like you just don't want to get up.
Well, also, like, I want to do something that has to do with being able to, like, control things with your mind. Not necessarily, like, people, because I find that to be problematic, but, like, controlling things with your mind, or, like, telepathy. But more so telekinesis, because it's easier to control things than people.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to answer this question, too?
Yes.
Oh. I think my superpower would be either speed. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with speed for now. Super speed.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I feel like that would be my superpower.
Okay. Alright. What category?
What was the other options? Let's. I don't want to be thoughtful. What's the other one?
To get to know them better, fun, and personal.
Okay, I guess we're going with thoughtful.
Let's see. If you could travel back in time to any historical event, which would it be?
Ooh. Good or bad?
Doesn't specify.
Any historical event.
Mm-hmm.
That's very difficult. You know, I have a thing for World War II.
Mm-hmm.
So, but would I want to be there? No. Any historical event? I don't know that there's anyone that I would actually want to travel and like be placed into. If I could just travel and like ride by, it would be within World War II time frame. Or like you know what? If I could go back in time and see Billie Holiday perform live, that would be it. I don't know. It'd be historical in my life, so.
Okay. What's hard about this question, too, is being black, because history is not treated as well.
So I'm like, I could go back, but it wouldn't be pleasant.
Safe. Yeah. It's not an event, but I would go back to the time period of Fannie Lou Hamer. She started, like, the Freedom Farms and, like, was really big on economic independence for black people, but also, like through food and ag, so like giving families a pig, which is going to then have piglets, which you can then sell, and then you can like butcher, so you can like sell it for money, and you can like butcher it for your own food, and so it provides economic independence. Also, like collective land ownership was something she was a part of, and she's one of the people I would love to meet if I could, and so I'd go back to just her time, like spend like a day with her. Not an event, but like what I'd want to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go personal.
What's your favorite memory of us?
Oh.
Here we go.
For the record, I am very sentimental, very like emotionally expressive. And that's where Tasha and I differ. She's not. So for me, I'm just like, the warm and fuzzies. Favorite memory of us. This is hard. We've got a lot of years of memories, first of all.
10 or 11 or 12 or 13.
I know what we don't remember. The first thing that came to mind.
Take 27.
Okay. So my favorite memory of us, it's kind of hard, but the one that sprang to my mind first is when we were breaking in some hiking boots and decided to walk from her apartment to campus, and then like on the way back we stopped at a smoothie place and then went back to her apartment. So round trip it was like probably around 5 miles, and we were just like chatting, chilling, talking, like all the things just randomly just to break in these hiking boots, and it was fun. It was just a random thing, and really indicative. It was long. It took a few hours.
It was dark by the time we got back.
But really indicative of our friendship of just doing like random things.
And then going to eat.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. What was
favorite memory of us?
Yes. So what was the category I was picking?
No, did you answer the question?
Oh, what was my favorite memory? What was my favorite memory? Oh,
Amanda's wedding.
After Amanda's wedding weekend, when around the wedding or around the other days that you were there, we spent the whole time on my couch watching The Flash.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite memory.
Good time. Okay. What category did you pick?
I think get to know them better.
Okay. Oh, what's your idea of a perfect date?
I want to be like April 1st because I just need a light jacket.
No, April 27th. Oh. It's April 27th. Because all you need is a light jacket. It's not too cold. It's not too hot.
Perfect date would be one of two things: a drive-in movie and dinner, or a picnic at like a park or some greens somewhere with some jazz.
Solid. good question. So, no lie. A perfect date would be a picnic on the beach, talking, and then listening to Ask Me Another and like playing along to the show because I love that show and it's funny. That's good.
Okay. Which category do you want?
Personal.
What's one thing I do that makes you laugh every time? Apparently ask questions.
You know? Every time? Like every time you do it?
That's the question. Every time, question mark. I don't know what the context is supposed to be.
Your reenactments are actually really funny. Like every single time. Like, yo, your reenactments. That's what makes me laugh.
Unfortunately, they are not for Al Gore's internet, but I do agree that they are funny. They are funny. Mostly because I be serious the whole time. Especially if it's something that upset me.
Yeah, it's a very in-depth reenactment.
Yes.
You gotta answer the question.
Oh, what was the question?
Girl.
What did I ask? What's one thing that makes me laugh every time?
Yeah, that I do.
When you don't realize that you like a guy that fits into your type. And then it dawns on you. That is my favorite thing. And it makes me laugh every single time. Do you want me to tell the backstory of that? Of how we figured that out?
No, I mean, cut that part out.
Okay.
Cut that part out.
The whole thing? That is the thing that makes me laugh, though.
Fine.
It is.
Okay, you can tell the story. I make up the story.
I have a type?
You can tell the story. I make up the story out.
Backstory is that I don't even know what we were talking about. We were
I sent you this video of a guy that I follow on YouTube. Like, he is attractive, but I was sending him the video because he says he talks about like the Lord and like different topics. He's a musician, and so I was just like, oh hey, whatever he said in this video, I think would be cool for you to like listen to.
Yes.
And when
this was via text.
And I said like, and he's cute, but don't get distracted. Like what he's saying is important.
Because that was important for me to know. And then I said something like, oh wow, you really like, he fits your type. And she was like, I don't have a type. And I was like, exhibit A, B, and C. So and she was like, oh, I guess that may technically be a pattern. That might be a type. And I was so angry at that. I was like, go away. I don't like you. And now every time there is an actor, a character, a magazine clipping of someone that could be potentially her type, that she's like, this guy is really cute in this one movie. And I'm like, oh, is he really cute? And she'd be like, he fits my type. I have a type. I'm like, you do. You do have a type.
Okay, so let me elaborate a little bit on this. One, I was missing like one or two people in the pattern. I was like, that's only two dudes. That's not a type. Two people is not like a type.
How many people do you need for a type?
Well, I had forgotten the third guy. And you're like, what about this guy? And I was like, oh yeah. And then you forgot the part that you love. I was like, oh, they could resemble each other. And you were like, they could be brothers.
Yes.
They could be brothers. And I was like, I mean, maybe.
They could. Because she did not want to believe me. I was like, this is your type. Own it, rock it, whatever. She's like, I mean, they could, I guess.
Because
maybe.
I feel like I didn't have one until she pointed it out. Okay. And now that she has, I'm like, okay.
And now she sees it everywhere.
And to be clear, it's not like I only date guys who like this. It's just that, like, of the guys available, I'm most likely to like this certain kind of guy, apparently.
Maybe one day you'll find out what that type is.
Yeah. We'll see. Moving on. What category do you want?
Fun.
Alright. Let's see. If you had to change your name, what would your new one be?
No.
Is that your answer? No?
Yeah, no, I would not change my name.
But the question is if you had to.
Why would I have to?
No, I didn't write the question. I don't know.
Okay, in the only scenario where I would happily maybe change my name is if I was going to somehow become or a top secret spy.
Then what would you
If
name
it was a
you?
superhero, I would only just have a made up name.
Okay, assume you gotta go to witness protection, and they say, okay.
No, witness protection.
Or assume you become a top secret spy. What's your name?
Never had to think about this before. I don't know. Do you have an answer for this?
It's not a name that I'm like, it's the name I want. It's the name people call me most often. They can't remember my name. And so I would just go with that name because it's the first name popped into my head.
What is it?
Cassandra.
I don't have a name.
Okay.
I have no idea. You know how appalled I would be if somebody was like, you have to change your name.
Yeah.
Excuse me? No. No.
But you were just offended at the idea. I'm like, ideally you don't. I don't want to change my name. I love it. Candace fits me. But if I had to.
I don't have a backup name though. I don't have a in case of emergency break glass for birth certificate, passport, everything else. Maybe I should get one. Maybe I should figure out a name.
Yeah.
I don't know what
What's
other
like
name would fit me.
What's your Starbucks name? Or the name you tell people like when you don't think they're gonna get your name right?
Sasha.
Okay.
I don't. Okay.
I'm not saying you have to change it. I'm just
Yeah.
like just an alternative question. Like
Or Keisha.
Keisha.
Yeah.
You don't look like a Keisha.
I don't look like a Sasha either.
You don't, but Sasha's a cool name though. Not that Keisha isn't, but.
Okay, what category? Get to know them better. That's the subject.
Yeah,
one?
get to know them better.
How would you describe your personal style?
Ooh. Okay, this is interesting because the style that I like, I don't know how it reflects in the style that I wear. What I love is like classic lines and like shapes. What?
I was not expecting this to be real.
Oh.
You have like, I was expecting you to be like, you know, Sporty Spice. And you're like,
No.
classic lines and shapes
No.
and M's.
And you know me, like, no. So anyway, I finished my answer, which is that, like, I love, like, classic lines and shapes with, like, really fun colors. So think, like, 50s style with, like, 70s colors and patterns. That is what I like. What I tend to wear is a lot of color. I wear a lot of color. But I think it's, like, somewhat reflected in my style depending on, like, where you see me. Like, for sure in work, casual, at this point in my life, I'm very much a fan of the crew neck. I have a growing collection of these style of shirt. Yeah, a lot of color, a lot of patterns, a lot of fun, I think. A lot of jewelry as well.
That's cool. Oh, I also have to answer this.
Mm-hmm.
Built for comfort. That's how I would describe my style. Comfort and built to last.
But you have
durable.
Style, though. You have cute clothes.
Yeah, and they're comfortable and built to last. That's the style. That's the tweet. You're welcome. Is this the end?
Let's do 2 more questions.
Okay.
Pick a category.
I'll do fun.
Who would you trade places with for a day and why?
In this universe, or our multiverse is also allowed? How
Do you have
seriously?
knowledge of other multiverses?
Yes. How seriously do I have to answer this question?
Seriously, if you want to, that's
Let's
fine.
do a different one.
Okay.
I don't think I have a person.
If you could only eat pizza, wings, or burgers for the rest of your life, which would you choose? I feel like you choose pizza because you love pizza.
The thing is, does it come with anything else?
No.
Because I could choose. So, like, if it's like out of it, in the major food group range, I could only eat pizza, burgers, or wings. But like those come with sides, and the sides could be burgers, fries, and wings.
I have never heard someone tell a slice of pizza with a side of a burger.
I'm just saying that I'm asking if that would be an option, or if it's like the only food ever, no vegetables, no changing the toppings, no nothing, is pizza, burger, or fries.
Because the idea of eating one of these for the rest of my life makes me want to throw up, I'm going to say of the 3, you can only eat one of them for the rest of your life, but you can eat other things as well.
Okay, then pizza.
Okay.
I feel like you would pick wings.
I would pick wings, you are correct. In reality, I'd pick fries, but that's not an option.
Yeah, like,
I would
what
pick
was the
fries
fries?
because I love fries so much. I would pick fries.
Which category do you want?
Let's do to get to know them better. What are I feel like the category starts with a J, and I know I'm making that up, but I don't understand. I don't remember what the categories are.
It's okay. What movie absolutely scared you?
I guess that's Scarred.
Scarred you. I think scared is the better answer. I think scared is the one you should answer.
I'll answer both. That movie they show you in like sex ed class in high school with the baby, that scared me.
Scared or scarred you?
That scarred me. I legit didn't want kids for like a couple years after that video. Wow. I was just like,
what video did you have to watch?
Whichever one they showed in, what class was that?
Mine was animated.
Oh no. Ours was like full on real human baby out of real human.
Yeah, no, mine was completely animated and it was an absolute joke.
It was not animated. It was very real. And it scarred me. What movie scared me? I don't watch scary movies because I'm easily scared. So, what did I see that was like, this is creepy?
Season 3 of The Flash.
That did scare me because it was odd because like that it looked a lot like demon possession, which I believe in real life, and so I was like, I'm good on this. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Scared and scarred. I can answer with one movie. Strangers. Hated it.
How about that one movie you said?
Tears of the Sun.
Yeah.
I also highly don't recommend anybody ever watch that movie, but it didn't scar me. I just was like, I would never. Why was this allowed to be produced? Tears of the Sun. Terrible movie.
Okay.
Oh, it's your turn.
Okay. I think it's going to be our last question, sadly. I want to keep doing this. This is really fun.
We can probably do 2 more.
Okay. Category.
What's the first one? Thoughtful. Fine, thoughtful.
Wow. If you had to pack up and move to another country tomorrow, where would you go?
Australia.
Oh, why Australia?
I've always wanted to go.
Oh.
And it's like maybe one day down the line I would move there. Not all year round, but maybe like 6 months out of the year.
Okay. Solid. Okay, so here's the thing. My top 2 places I would love to visit. I don't know if I would like live there forever or move there. So actually, I have an answer. Costa Rica. That's where I would go.
Okay.
High key, I do want to live there because it's beautiful. I love like Latin America. I've been there. I thought it was really great and also very environmentally minded. And it's tropical because your girl doesn't do snow despite the fact I currently live in DC. It's tropical.
And it's supposed to snow.
It's supposed to snow tomorrow. But it's
literally.
Anyway, I'm here because Lord told me to be. But my preference is for the warmth and the heat and the humidity. So Costa Rica.
Okay. Did you see this conspiracy theory question?
Yes.